Britain has voiced its support for new measures announced by President Uhuru Kenyatta in tackling corruption. Through envoy Christian Turner, Britain has termed the new measures announced as a turning point in the war. Turner says unlike in the past, all stakeholders are now on board. Yesterday, Uhuru declared corruption a national security threat and threw a nose around private companies which enrich their principals by robbing taxpayers. He spoke to Michael Gitonga this morning.
There at State House with him and the rest of the team because we have done an awful lot of work on this issue with the government. And I'd like to be very, very clear. This was a remarkable speech, and I think it was a turning point, as one of the speakers I think said yesterday, a real turning point in this discussion about corruption in Kenya, which is not a new one. I sensed absolute resolve from His Excellency, and what was new yesterday, everyone was there. No longer could the private sector say it's the government's fault. No longer could the government say it's the judiciary's fault. No longer could the judiciary say we don't have the laws, it's the fault of the legislature. Everyone was there together saying we must act for the benefit of Kenya and Kenyans to stop this problem. I mean, look, there was a cartoon, I think, it was probably in the Standard today, of a tree with deep roots. Yes. And just, one branch is cut off. And I think it's an important symbol. There is no quick fix in this fight. It is a very deeply bedded problem. And what we are talking about is dismantling some very, very influential criminal cartels. In any country in the world, this is difficult. We've had it in Britain. President Obama was very clear about how it happened in his hometown of Chicago. Talk to the Italians about how they have had to take on the mafia. So a simple desire, a simple will is not enough. That is why the systemic approach which the President laid out yesterday, I think is so important, because it allows everyone to come together to really pull out those roots. The thing for us, and what we were really saying in that meeting, was we are doing our bit, because these corruption networks don't stop at the borders, they go internationally. And very clearly what we wanted to say was that, first of all, if people are guilty and implicated in grand-scale corruption, they shouldn't be welcome in the UK. And if they have stored assets there that have been stolen from the Kenyan people, we will do our best to freeze those assets and return them back to where they belong, which is the Kenyans. So you shouldn't be able to think that you can steal, and let's call it what it is, it's theft. Absolutely. Steal from the Kenyan people and then go and enjoy your ill-gotten gains in London, in Geneva, in New York. No, we won't allow that, and we will do our bit